Grace and peace. I am Pastor Renee Teague, the pastor of Enon United Methodist Church in Studley, Virginia, and it is wonderful to be with you today. Yesterday we had the most marvelous thunderstorms here in the northeast corner of Alabama. I don't know what it is about the shape of the Coosa River and the Tennessee River and Sand Mountain, but you really get some great thunderstorms. Of course, that's part of why they get tornadoes. You can sit and listen to the thunder roll. It's thundering right now, actually. And then the rain will come, and then it will come in torrents. And you can hear the big rolling thunder. And it must echo in those valleys and along the canyons beside of Sand Mountain. You can't always see them. You know, they peek up over the valleys beside of it, so you can hear them coming and you can't see them, and then they pop up over the edge and there they are. And sometimes they can be in the valleys and you can hear them and you can drive, and when you start to go off the brow of the mountain, you can see the thunderstorm down in the valley. Life feels like that right now to me. Like there are thunderstorms all around us that every time I look, there's another great big thunderhead. You know, Philadelphia had a derecho, or whatever you call those things. It's like they made up new bad weather for us to have now. 80-mile-an-hour winds in Philadelphia. A few years ago, we had one of those in Northern Virginia. What more could happen? I guess we could have an earthquake. You know, we're dealing with racial tensions and protests across the country because of what was the brutal murder of George Floyd. And I guess mainly because it was videoed. We have economic collapse of extraordinary proportions, and we still have a pandemic, though we seem to have forgotten about it. We've watched things happen around us that are frightening to almost everyone. And they've left us with lots of questions. The thunderstorms just keep coming. We even have locusts right now. The storms just keep coming. But you know, we cannot be overwhelmed by the storms of this life. We cannot be overwhelmed by them because we are in the hands of God. God works all things for good for those who love him. My devotional this morning said, we are invited to turn to God, to turn ourselves over to God, and to see what happens. The rain will fall and it will go into the earth. The earth will produce bounty. Trees will grow where there were thorns, myrtle where there had been briars. We may feel lost at times. We may find ourselves in exile. Still, we can trust God. Nothing is wasted. Trees will grow where there were thorns. The systems will collapse. New systems will be built. And trees will grow where there were thorns. Some of what we are living through is just the thorn patch that we've known was around us all along. And if we have not known it, then our brown and black brothers and sisters have known that there were thorns. If we have not known it, then the poor around us have known that there were thorns. If we have not known it, then there were those around us who were sick and knew that there were thorns. But the water of the storms will come, and God will use the storms to water the earth, and God will grow trees where there were thorns. Though all things shake around me, my faith in God will not be shaken. So let's sing an old song, that fits with casting burdens upon the Lord and he will support you. God will never let the righteous be shaken, and we want more than all else to be remembered by God. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Way beyond the blue. I took Jesus as my Savior, you take him too. I took Jesus as my Savior, you take him too. I took Jesus as my Savior, you take him too. Way beyond the blue. Oh, do Lord, oh, do Lord, oh, do remember me. Do Lord, oh, do Lord, oh, do remember me. Do Lord, oh, do Lord, oh, do remember me. Way beyond the blue. Gracious God, we know that you indeed remember us, and we ask you to remind us to remember our brothers and sisters who have less, our brothers and sisters who are sick, our brothers and sisters who see less opportunity, our brothers and sisters who feel they've lost everything. May we all see what we have in you. Amen.